Well, you know, one of my favorite poems by the great German poet Goethe starts out this way. I've done this poem on this blog previously, but just to say those first few lines always makes me happy and makes me alert. He said, tell a wise man, tell a wise man, tell a wise woman, or else keep silent. For those who do not understand will mock it right away. Tell a wise man, or else keep silent. For those who do not understand will mock it right away. Now, I can just say those first few words of that poem, be reminded of that great poem called The Holy Longing. And I can remember in that instant that it is so important, the way in which we pickle ourselves. Sometimes I have fun with this in my poetry classes where I'll actually bring my glass of pickles and I talk to people in a very specific way where I make the metaphor very tangible, and I talk to them about how the language in which we pickle ourselves, the language in which we marinate ourselves in, is incredibly important. If you think about it, language is the only tool that we can't put down. Language is the only tool that we can't put down. And the great German philosopher, speaking of Germans, the great German philosopher Nietzsche said it very succinctly and I think very well. He said, every word is a prejudice. Every word is a prejudice. And if you think about it, if you really think about it, the words that we use, the words, the way that we talk to ourselves, the way that we talk to others, the way that others talk to us, the language, the stories that we marinate in are so critically important when it comes to the kind of attitudinal stance, the kind of attitudinal resilience that we are able to maintain in our lives. Now look, nothing is going to protect us from the difficulties of life. Poetry is the first art, as far as I'm concerned, that really talks and does not shy away from the difficulties. No way. But the point is that a good poem, like a good life, can actually digest even difficult situations, even difficult circumstances. And for us to remember, though, that it is the language, it is the words, it is the stories, it is the poetry that we surround ourselves in, that we pickle ourselves with, all very critical. Until next time and next poem.